Hello everyone. I'm excited to introduce another series on help in practice with examples. In this series, we are going to learn uh, what is Helm, the purpose of the Helm chart, uh, then what is the Helm structure, what are the different components and what are different folder structure and everything we will try to understand in a Helm. Then we will also learn various commands of the Helm, and we will create a simple Helm chart, and we will also try to create a multi-module complex Helm chart. So we are going to cover quite a lot of things in this series. What is Helm? So Helm is a package manager for the Kubernetes. There are so many package manager in the industry for many different programming language. For example, npm for front end application like Angular, Node, React. Then for .NET applications there is one popular package manager NewGen, and Python applications there are pip or pipax, you can say. These are the package managers for the Python application. Package managers help developers and DevOps team members to more easily package, configure, and deploy application and services on the Kubernetes. Helm is officially now a Kubernetes project and is part of the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, a non-profit that supports open source project in the Kubernetes ecosystem. Helm was created in 2015 at days, which was later acquired by the Microsoft, what is now known as a Helm Classic, and was introduced at an inaugural KubeCon in November 2015. Later, in January 2016, Helm Classic was merged with Google Development Manager for Kubernetes, and it is now called as a Helm project. And now we are using this Helm project for many different projects. Why should we use Helm? So with the simple commands of the Helm, we can deploy multiple microservices and all its dependency with a very minimum effort. We are aware that when we are working with a Kubernetes, we have to create so many objects in the Kubernetes, like so many deployment of objects, service object, persistent volume, config, map, and this, as the application grows, more and more YML file we need to create for all these Kubernetes objects. So managing these in the Kubernetes will get difficult, but with Helm it gets easier for us to manage this. I have created a simple application with a Spring Boot applications. These are two simple application, Iron Fist and Red Hood. Let us not go too much inside the application, but with that I also have created a deployment and service object for each. So for Iron Fist I have created a deployment objects with image, cup of Java Tech, Iron Fist, and this is using a one environment variable which uses the another application, that is the Red Hood. And with this one I also am using a service object which is exposing the port 8181. Now I also have created a Red Hood deployment object. This deployment object is using the cup of Java Tech Red Hood version 1, and it is using the one of the environment variable of the service Iron Fist, and there is a service object as well for the Red Hood, and which is exposing the port 8021. So if I want to deploy this on the Kubernetes, I have to deploy each individual YML file. Let me go. This is KTS demo, right? So here there are 4 YML file, one each for deployment and service, right? So if I want to deploy it, I have to do kubectl apply -f KTS iron fist deployment object. Then I can deploy a service object. Similarly, I can go ahead and deploy the Red Hood deployment object, and I can deploy the service object, right? So this way I should be, if I check it now, there are 2 deployment object. I can have deployments. So there are 2 deployment object, there are 2 pod got created, and then services. Let me clear my screen. kubectl get serv. So there are 2 services got deployed, right? So this is successfully got deployed, and if I want to remove that, I can delete -f KTS iron fist. Then I can do KTS iron fist service my iron fist deployment and service got deleted. Then I will go ahead and delete Red Hood service. So now everything got deleted. Get pods. So there is no pods and there is no services, right? So we are able to deploy this. Now if I want to use Helm, so how will I create the deployment object and service object for that? So let me show you. So I also have created a Helm project for Iron Fist and Red Hood again. So the way I can deploy here is cube Helm install. I give some name, my project, and it is inside the Avengers, right? So if I do like this, my Helm chart get deployed, and if I check it now, Helm status update, and I should be able to see that the kubectl get pods, kubectl get pods. So my both pod got deployed, and I should be able to find the deployment object as well. So my services also got deployed, and deployments also is available. With a simple command, I am able to deploy Avenger services, right? Both of them, Iron Fist and Red Hood. And if I want to uninstall, I can use a simple command again. So this is my project, Helm uninstall my project, and this will uninstall all my services. So if I do it now, all my microservices may have got deployed. So kubectl get pods. So pods are not available, services are not available, and also that deployment objects are also not available. So we have seen that if we want to deploy it with a kubectl, we have to deploy 4 YML files, and with a Helm, with a simple command of install, we can install the application, and with a simple command of uninstall, we are able to uninstall the application again. So this is the power of the Helm. we did check how Helm can help install and uninstall the application, right? Similarly, we can upgrade or to a newer version of the applications. We can roll back to any previous version of the applications, and these also we can, with a single command we can create a multiple complex chart, we can package it, and there are quite a lot of things Helm supports. Uh, and in this series we are going to explore all those things. So I hope you enjoy this video, and in the coming videos we are going to go through different things like how to create the Helm chart, and how the different objects we are creating, all those things we will be able to understand in detail. So stay tuned with me, and thank you for watching this video.